Is there still hope for June and Luke? Can he forgive her for choosing revenge on Fred Waterford over being with him and Hannah? Well, there's a surprising theory that suggests he'll end up with Moira. Moira is, well, June's best friend. Here's everything we know about Luke and his uncertain future in the very anticipated Season 5 of The Handmaid's Tale. Too many questions. The Handmaid's Tale is one of the most successful book adaptations out there. The show is, as you already know, based on Margaret Atwood's award-winning book series, and its fourth season unsettled fans with its surprising finale. For 4 seasons, June, played by Elisabeth Moss, was desperately trying to get out of Gilead while also trying to save her daughters. Finally, Season 4 set June free, but her freedom was nothing like we expected it to be. Normally, what she endured in Gilead had its consequences. Her feelings for revenge were so strong that she ended up destroying one of the most famous villains in the show, Fred Waterford. All of this had an enormous influence on her husband Luke. As the 5th and probably final season comes closer to its release date, we can't help but wonder what will happen with Luke. Well, there are thousands of theories, but one in particular caught our attention the most.
I'm sorry, it's just me. I'm sorry.
Luke and Moira will start a new life together. Yes, you heard that right. Luke Bancool might run away with Moira and June's daughter Nicole in the 5th season of The Handmaid's Tale. It's not unlikely for him to disappear with baby Nicole after seeing what happened with Fred. After 7 years of going through literal hell in Gilead, Season 4 of The Handmaid's Tale finally showed June escaping in Canada. There, she was reunited with her husband Luke Bancool, a character portrayed by O.T. Fagbenle, but their reunion was nothing like fans expected. In fact, we finally saw how much weight did Gilead leave on June, as she wasn't the person Luke once fell in love with. June was first separated from her husband and daughter Hannah Bancool in Season 1 when Gilead started controlling the United States. As they tried to escape, Luke was hurt, June was caught, and her daughter was taken from her. Her journey through hell started at that moment. She had to become a handmaid and give birth to children for a wealthy couple. That's when June met Serena and Fred Waterford, the couple she had to give a child to. When it was proved that Fred is not fertile, Serena ordered driver Nick Blaine to inseminate June. But she had no idea that June and Nick were already in a secret relationship. June did become pregnant, and that's when she got Nicole from the Waterfords. She, however, found a way to send Nicole to Canada, and ever since she did this, Luke and her best friend Moira Strand, a character portrayed by Samira Wiley, took care of her daughter. Now that June is free, she isn't really able to adjust to her new life, and seeing how Moira and Luke took over the parenting job is not easy for her. But because Luke saw what June has done to Fred, a lot of fans are suspecting he'll run away with Moira and Nicole in Season 5 of the show. To be honest, they might not start a romantic relationship, as they never really showed any signs of being interested in each other in that way. But they still might decide to run away from June. Because of everything June had suffered, Luke noticed she wasn't the same person anymore, and he just can't deal with this new June.
With the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Amen.
Can June and Luke continue their relationship? One of the most surprising storylines in Season 4 was June finally meeting her husband Luke. After waiting for so long, neither fans nor Luke expected to see what they saw. June has turned into something unrecognizable. She's still in a dystopian society, at least on an emotional level, but we also need to mention that Luke didn't give up, and he offered support to June, well, as much as he could. However, if a person hasn't endured such things, it's almost impossible for him to relate. All of this, plus the entire Fred situation, makes the couple's relationship quite complicated, not to mention Commander Nick, with whom June started a relationship while still trapped in the country. After all, he's the father to the child Luke takes care of. Based on all of this, there's no hope for June and Luke, not anymore. Elisabeth Moss, the actress that plays June in the show, agrees that June and Luke's story's over. Look, it's kind of obvious, she wants to be with Nick, she's in love with Nick, said the actress. Moss also said what June needs is to be with Luke, but Luke isn't the person that can understand this newly developed June. And that's not the case with Nick. Nick perfectly understands this side of her, and he's certainly the only one that can help her in her plans to destroy Gilead completely. Season 5 of The Handmaid's Tale equals to a lot of drama. While there are no confirmed pieces of information regarding Season 5 of the show, it's obvious that we'll get the hell of a ride once Season 5 comes out. It's also not confirmed if this will be the last season we're seeing, and if it is, you might as well expect the fall of Gilead. Nevertheless, after seeing what happened in Season 4, one can't help but wonder if Luke can forgive June. June faced a difficult choice at the end of Season 4. After escaping Gilead, she had two options. She could have continued with her life while being with Luke and her baby, or she could have sought revenge on people who made her life a living hell. Doing this, she had to say goodbye to her family. She chooses the second option with revenge on Fred Waterford. After she returned home with Fred's blood on her hands, she asked Luke for just 5 minutes with Nicole before she left. This indicates that June is no longer welcomed into that home. Before June did what she did to Fred, Luke tried to comfort her, saying that they need to move on, and June seemed to agree with him, but it's true that she simply couldn't let go of the feeling that was eating her from inside. She had to do what she did in order for her to feel peace, at least for a moment in her life. Now let's talk about Luke and his uncertain future. Is it possible for him to find new love? Will Luke end up with Moira? This theory is not about Luke running away from June. In fact, it's about Moira betraying June in an unbelievable twist in Season 5. Interestingly enough, the theory originates from some pieces of information that actress Samira Wiley gave in an interview before the release of the very anticipated season. Throughout the series, we've seen June and her best friend Moira Strand go through some really bad things caused by the Gilead people. In Season 1, both of them were taken to Gilead shortly after they found out that they no longer had access to their bank accounts, but neither June nor Moira are the same people that we met in Season 1. June and Moira met again shortly after they were caught at the Red Center, where she and a bunch of other women went through the process of becoming handmaids. By Season 4, June and Moira both escaped Gilead after thousands of attempts. Moira escaped Gilead long before June, and because she always felt like she had betrayed her best friend, letting her stay in the dystopian society, she helped June escape Gilead in Season 4 of the show. We'll definitely see what the last 4 years have been for them respectively, how they've been two completely different realities, how that makes them two different people, and how that makes them resist in two different ways, says Samira in an interview. She also said that we're about to see a very different relationship between the two of them because they're not two puzzle pieces that fit together easily, as they always have, adding that we'll see them butt heads. This only proves we're about to see a very interesting twist in the show, a twist that could present Moira's betrayal to June, perhaps by starting a relationship with June's husband.
Remember the safe house Quaker family? They about lost their shit when they saw an ant at the front door. I got lucky.
What do you guys think? Can Moira be Luke's newfound love? Let us know down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed our video, make sure you subscribe to our channel so you'll never miss any of our videos in the future. As always, thanks for watching, guys.